What a stunning day. I've not been outside. It's very cold, but it's beautifully sunny. And I waited till the sun came round, to start the readings, because I just think it makes my setup look even better. Taking some of that sage. Right, I'm going to use the Strange World Tarot deck again, because I absolutely love it. I'm just going to open a window because I'm going to smoke myself out otherwise. Let's get the sage going away from us. Okay. Right, is that a good... Just ordered some more tie-dye kit. Well, not kits, like individual powder paints and loads more nails. I've got shopper's high. Bit of Temu, bit of that Temu life. I promise I don't sponsor them. Well, I'm not sponsored by them. Okay, so starting off with Aries. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. How is Aries feeling in this second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? Hi, welcome in. Welcome into the chat, everyone. I'm literally just starting off on Aries. Do give me a like and subscribe, because when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll answer super chat questions, okay? We're over the 400 mark. I'm proper happy about that. It's been a lot of hard work this year building up towards that. Right, so in the challenge position, we've got the 5 of Wands. So I hope you can see the card. It's people arguing. Now, it can be arguments between you and other people. And I mean, like, physical altercations, very, very aggressive. It can be inner conflict, okay? So you having mixed emotions. So I love this artwork. I love this tarot deck. Absolutely love it. That's the challenge, okay? So something could be controversial or causing arguments. Maybe people don't agree, or you're not sure about something. You've got mixed emotions. Let's get another one. Welcome in, guys. I've just started off on Aries, okay? Oh, I can see there's a plane coming into land. Someone's been somewhere nice. It's Ryanair. Right, we've got in the reverse the High Priestess. So struggling to... I'll put the card up right so you can see it. It's really nice. I'm just going to hide anyone that's preaching about a religion, because this is a tarot channel and most people, not everyone, but most people are here to sort of bash tarot if they're quoting the Bible. So I'm just going to remove that straight away. The High Priestess, yeah, so that's about following your intuition, being connected to spirit, okay, and trusting in the divine, trusting that it's all written and there's lessons to be learned. And yeah, it's like very, very different to the Hierophant card. When I used to use the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, I used to get confused between the Hierophant and the High Priestess because they looked very similar. But the Hierophant is the teacher because they've learnt so many hard lessons through their time in this 3D reality. They build up wisdom through experience. The High Priestess, it's about having faith and trusting that you know what's best for you, that you will be divinely guided, that it's all written, okay? It's more of a intuitive, spiritual card. It's reversed, so there could be a block in terms of trusting our own intuition at the moment, and that makes sense following the conflicted card that we've had so far. Conflicted emotions, or people having different opinions. Can't pick up my cards. I've just done my nails today. I'm loving them, but I can't pick up my cards. I'm an omnist, so I don't denounce any faiths, right? So it really annoys me when people preach that tarot is the devil's work and all this. I think that's so rude. I think you should be very tolerant, especially if you're religious or spiritual. You should be very tolerant of others, and I don't think you should go on people's channels and preach. So that's just a little thing from me. Right, we've got the Hanged Man reversed. When the Hanged Man is upright, the Hanged Man it's a major arcana. We're trying to turn ourselves upside down and see things from a different perspective. It's a card where you're open to, admitting that maybe you're wrong or trying to understand where other people are coming from. When it's reversed, it's the opposite of that. So it's being really stubborn and being like, I only see things from my perspective, and that's it. Okay, so you could be feeling quite strongly about something at the moment. And it might be that you're kind of looking at it from a harsher, kind of tough love perspective. Like, well, it's tough because... And I'm saying that because the High Priestess is reversed. So it's not about following your intuition. For you, it might be, well, I just need to be practical, or I just need to, have things proven to me. I can't afford to take risks, or I can't afford to, like, be wishy-washy. Let's get 3 for your person. Thanks for the likes, everyone. Thank you. We've got the Knight of Wands reversed, and we've got the Seven of Cups reversed. So these are your person's feelings now. The one that you're either currently dealing with, thinking about, or manifesting in. I can't tell whether you're involved with anyone at the moment. I don't have any court cards, so let's just see what comes out for them. Now, the Knight of Wands, when he's upright, is... The Knight of Wands is a player, okay? So Wands are phallic, it's passion, it's feeling very, very, like, strong chemistry towards another person, like physical attraction. And when it's reversed, it can be that emotion amplified, as in, like, anger, so passion spills over to anger, or it can just be really, really heavily, sexual. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. When it's upright, is being at a crossroads, and it's considering all your options. Okay, so in each cup, there's different ideas about what direction this person thinks they should go in, or what they think they would like for themselves for the future. Cups of feelings. in some of those cups there's good things, and in some of them there's bad. Okay, so it's about trying to make a choice. Now, because there's 7, there's a lot, right? When it's reversed, we've crossed over from just having a bit of a daydream to full-on delusion. You know, it's like I'm constantly thinking about this all the time. I can't focus. I'm delusional. I'm like fantasizing day and night. So it's a very like very intense, you know, like set of cards that to get in combination. I'm gonna have to run and check my lunch in a sec. Let's get some more. So they're like feeling very sexual and very like fantasizing with the Knight of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Right, the 10 of Cups is reversed. Guys, I can't answer questions live in the chat. When I get to 500 subscribers, I can answer super chats, but I'm not this is a collective reading for each of the zodiac signs, and I'm going through them from Aries through to Pisces. These will then get uploaded and posted as collective readings, so I don't stop to answer questions. I can only do that if you pay me a super chat, and I can't do that until I've got 500 subscribers. So make sure you give me a like and subscribe, and then when I get to 500, which will be in about a week or so, I can begin to answer questions live. If you want a personal reading, I can record a personal reading. There's a link to my Etsy store in my channel description, okay, on my YouTube channel, but I can't answer in lives because it's interrupting what I'm here for, which is a collective reading. The 10 of Cups is reversed. Now, the 10 of Cups is all about being a family. It's everyone who lives in a family dynamic being happy, having their cup full, you know, feeling satisfied, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling loved. When the 10 of Cups is reversed, I think there's a lack of happiness in that wider family dynamic. Whoever this person lives with, maybe they live alone. You know, there's a lack of kind of that family picture. There's disharmony or discontent, or, you know, maybe they're just stuck in their player ways and really they do want something deeper. Let's get one more for them. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Wands upright with the 2 of Wands reversed. Now, the 4 of Wands, look at those lovely cypress. I'm on Aries. Look at those lovely trees, okay? Very Mediterranean vibes here with Salvador Dali. The 4 of Wands upright, if it was by itself, I'd say this is a public union, a marriage, or 2 people openly living together, okay? 4's a number of stability. It's in combination now with the 2 of Wands reversed, so someone's refusing to make a decision over going public. Because if that was upright, I'd say it's something that they've already acquired and they're trying to make a decision about it. I don't think this person has acquired stability. I think they're refusing it. So I don't know why they're rejecting going public or out in the open. But they've got these, like, you know, very kind of like delusional player-like tendencies. I will dig. I'll just get 3 cards for the outcome and then I'll clarify their feelings. I'm on Aries at the moment. Still not got any court cards. It's very much like, you know, two separate entities at the moment. I don't think I'm reading for people who are involved here. I mean, Spirit will offer help to people that need it the most. So if you're all set up in a relationship, I don't tend to, I do sometimes, but I don't tend to get messages for people that are happily settled. You've got the Ten of Wands reversed. So someone's releasing the burdens in the outcome. Sorry, I'll show you the cards because it's really pretty. The Ten of Wands is pain. It's the end of a cycle. 10 is the end of a cycle. It goes from 1 through to 10. Aces are the same as a 1. The Fool is a 0. Okay, and it goes from 2 up to 10. Now we're at the end of a cycle of pain, but someone's chosen to duck out of it. It's like each wand, you got 10 wands, each one is a challenge. So they built up and accumulated over time. We've been very, very strong. And then we've gone, do you know what? And just thrown them all up in the air. And it's like, I ain't doing this anymore. So that's an interesting one for the outcome. And then we've got the Ace of Swords upright, which is a confession, major clarity or revelation. And then we've got the Six of Wands reversed. So the Six of Wands is like, I am not being recognised here. I'm not being celebrated. I'm not being noticed. The Six of Wands is like, you know, when you graduate and everyone like cheers you on and celebrates and you go through the streets and everyone's cheering and clapping. That's what that card is about. It's like, notice me, celebrate my achievements. But it's reversed and there's major clarity about that. So someone's feeling like really taken for granted. By another. The Two of Cups upright in the outcome. Well, the Two of Cups upright is a really nice card. It's new energy. Sorry, I've just wobbled the tripod. This is new energy. If it was the Six of Cups, it would be soulmates in an established connection that's many years. 2 is the beginning of a journey. And each person is holding a cup and offering it to the other. So it shows that you feel the same for one another in the outcome, which is really, really nice. So even though one person's feeling taken for granted and feeling not noticed, that's not the case. There's equal emotion here. You both feel the same for one another. I'm really nervous about my lunch. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to check because I've got chicken in the oven. I can go. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. The chicken's absolutely fine. I've taken it out. Right, I'm going to clarify this very like sexual energy, but then this like unhappy family sort of. It's either that there's an unhappy family dynamic or living situation, or they just don't have that and they want it. I think it's like self-sabotage towards having the Ten of Cups. Let's get some shadow. love cards, like oracles, to clarify why has this person that's showing up in Aries reading, why have they got the Knight of Wands reversed with the Seven of Cups reversed? Unrealistic expectations, high maintenance, diva. Adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible, time to commit and put down roots. So it's someone who runs away from commitment. They're very concerned with what they look like. Worried about appearances, can't relax, conceited. Okay, so perhaps if they do kind of settle down, then they've got to kind of accept that that's, you know, that's their lifestyle. That's, do you know, like when you keep everything a fantasy, and it's like if you don't commit to something, then no one can kind of say that's what you achieved, or that's the sum total, that's what your life has amounted to. If you never kind of like finish the story, no one can kind of judge it. Or it's a sense of like, well, I constantly need to be seen with someone who's extremely good looking, or I constantly need to prove that I can get good looking people, you know, or I constantly need to, it's like insecurities, isn't it? Like I need to prove that I, you know, can still get whoever I want. I don't know, there's something this person like needs to prove to others. Too much bothered about what other people think. Non-committal. They might enjoy, you know, the attention of like, this is who I'm going out with at the moment, and look at what they look like, or, you know, something like this. Fated revelation, uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. So they've been struggling to listen to their own intuition. Dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. So a risk for this person would be to actually settle down. Veiled paths. Face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore the unknowns. This person needs to do the opposite of what they're used to doing, which is running around, you know, doing the most, getting with all different people, never kind of like laying down roots. Why have they got the Ten of Cups reversed, please? Probably secretly really want like a happy family life. I mean, how many times can you wake up alone, you know, and have no one to cuddle into when you have got free time, when you have got a slither of free time to yourself? It's not so fun, is it, being by yourself all the time? Unpredictable, never know what they'll do, unreliable, live wire. Yeah. They're used to not having, you know, anyone relying upon them. They don't, maybe they feel like if they have people relying on them, they can't live up to it, they'll let them down or something. Sometimes people have fears about this. Crossing over, bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. I'm going to read both of these. Thank you for your likes, guys. This is a collective reading for the sign of Aries, and then I'm going on through all the zodiac signs. So it's not an individual reading, it's collective. I can answer personal questions when I get to 500 subscribers. I can answer them in the lives, or you can get a pre-recorded reading by following the link to my Etsy store from my channel description. I'll read both of these because it came out sideways. Love's disguise, go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. So do you know what I like to do? I like to imagine if this person was covered in acne, if they had like a few straggles of hair, would I let them get away with running around acting like they're all that? You know, being off and on with me. If they smelt of earwax or something like that. You know, when people are good looking or they're cheeky or they present well, when they're good in bed and all this stuff that's really shallow, you know, if we're honest with ourselves, if they didn't look so, you know, tasty, would we like even give them the time of day ever again? Probably not. So you have to ask yourself where, you know, where you might be like letting them get away with stuff. Masked realities. Beyond posing facades and cover-ups, dare to unveil the truth hidden beneath. I mean, both of those are saying the same thing, actually. This person is not, they're not being their true selves. They're putting on a front, putting on a facade, like, I am what I look like and that's all there is to me. You know, I don't really like worry about stuff. I don't dwell on it. Yes, you do. Everyone does. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants to share life. Life is to be shared. It's fine having a period of time being single, but to say that you never want the Ten of Cups is to be dishonest, because they've actually got that in their emotions. They want the Ten of Cups and it's reversed. So at some point, this person does want a happy family life. Hi, CSB, welcome in. I'm just on Aries at the moment. I'm just clarifying their emotions. Let's get some confessions from them. It's a player type. It's a player type that's showing up, and I think you're well aware, Aries, what this person's about. But you know, in the outcome, I think you feel ignored, and you're like, right, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. But there's the Two of Cups upright, meaning you actually both have deep feelings for one another. It's just that this person is not in the habit of like committing to anybody. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe and share the channel, because when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll be able to answer super chats. I feel like you can see right through me. Oh my God, how well does that go? How well does that go? That's exactly what we've just said. I mean, aside from the tarot, if you're watching tarot, you'll see their true thoughts and their true feelings. But I think you haven't got time for Aries. You're a ram. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got time for people like running around acting like a player. You know, you're not a superficial person. Everyone's got the ability to be superficial, but most people, they just want loyalty. They just want, you know, someone who's attractive, that actually has a heart, that actually is loyal, that actually, you know, puts a lot of effort into having a harmonious life, because then you can focus on other stuff and not the drama, you know? Let's get messages from them. I mean, if they do care about you, they've got a cup of emotions the same as you have for them. So you're too good for me. I don't deserve you. Oh my God. They're very insecure, aren't they? Like they're so uncomfortable with like having emotions. What just flipped over then? That's actually so annoying when it does that. What's just knocking on my cards over? Let's do another one. Oh no, it's that, isn't it? It's that one. Is that one? Well, that's apparent. I have a lot of sexual thoughts about you. We knew that. I feel like this person, you know, they're so like sacral chakra activated, like they're so like sexual, they're very arrogant. Will you wait for me? Wait for them to grow up? Well, it all depends, Aries, if you think they're worth it. Imagine if they weren't really good looking. Have they got enough to them that you would, you know, it wouldn't be wasting your time to like keep seeing them? I think they have got stuff going for them because you've got a cup for them, the same as they've got a cup for you. They've obviously got some good stuff going on other than what they look like and how they are in bed. I would hope that's the case for every soul on the planet, you know. I don't know if you can see the cards. Hang on. Here we go. Mind you, you'll be most interested in what they've got, won't you? Their side of the reading is here. And then the outcomes on the bottom. Just want you to see that, really. Why have we got the Ten of Wands reversed? Who's dropping the burdens? I think it's going to be Aries. I want to make this work. Oh my God, this happened last weekend. It says 11 people in the chat and 11 likes. It's 11:11. Aries need to make a wish. Okay, because you can make this work. Perhaps you're dropping the burdens in terms of like, you're not going to fight it anymore, you know, you're actually going to give it a go. I feel insecure. Well, we knew that, didn't we? We knew that. They feel really, really scared about, you know, having a serious, committed relationship that everyone knows about. And it's exclusive and you live together, or, you know, I mean, living together to me is tantamount to being married because you're running a life together. There's a lot of trust there and, you know, you take care of each other, don't you? You should do if you live together. Two of Cups for the outcome. Very, very positive. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. This is actually gorgeous. For the Two of Cups, we got, I know we will be together. Wow. That's beautiful. They know that you see through them. You see through the facade and the like playboy or playgirl image. You know that they have strong feelings, actually. That's so nice. When is this going to come right then? When will this become public? If this is resonating, when will it become public? For Aries and the one that they're dealing with. When will they go exclusive? Time is still unknown. Okay, so I can't give you a timing on when this is going to go exclusive. You're going to have to just live it out, okay? Right, I'm going to get you some advice, Aries. What have we got? In flow with money. Okay, so there's a good deal of abundance coming in here. Cut the cords of doubt, okay? You got to either be all in, 2 feet in, hold hands with this person, put your heart against theirs, you know, chests together, look each other deep in the eyes and actually, you know, like give yourselves to one another. It's no point in having doubts about this. You're either all in or you don't trust them and you go separate ways, but it's not good to start anything off with doubt, okay? You've got to, the most beautiful thing, the most sacred thing about an exclusive relationship is when you trust that person, you trust them and you can just relax knowing there's no knives behind your back. You know, they're the ones waiting to catch you. Sorry, I feel like I keep saying Learn intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. I feel like that's one for the person. Oh, here you are, Aries the Ram. The Ram and perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. How nice is that? You got Aries, the Ram. You're showing up as your true self. Believe in yourself, okay? God, I feel like, being very blessed in this reading today. Let's get one more advice and then I will close out this reading. Oh my God, you are cherished by the angels. Did I not say I feel like this reading's blessed? How nice is that? You are cherished by the angels. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm gonna, I don't know what to do. I'm getting an Amazon delivery now. And I need to eat my chicken. I'm gonna turn off the live. Have 10 minutes and then I'll put it back on to do Taurus. I hope you don't mind. Just give me 10 minutes. Because my tummy's rumbling and I've got to get this delivery. Right, I will see you in 10 minutes, I promise.